Although it may sound absurd, Russell Wilson going back to Denver could be the best course of action. To put it mildly, Russell Wilson's first 2 years in Denver were quite the experience. Wilson's tenure as a Bronco may be better described as turbulent, but that doesn't mean it has to end because of a few hiccups along the way. His second season wasn't as successful as his first due to perceived or real conflict between Wilson and Sean Payton. Even though Wilson's performance on the field improved, however, spending one more year together, developing as a team, and learning from one another might be the wisest course of action. Sure, when Payton benched Wilson late in the season, with Denver still having a chance to make the playoffs, it seemed like he was done with Wilson for good. Wilson performed much better this season even though he is still far from his Seattle prime. That wasn't the best look. Naturally, there is discussion about Payton's desire to move on, and a lot of it centers on Wilson's astronomical salary cap figure. Aside from contracts, who else can the Broncos sign that will undoubtedly be better? The name of Justin Fields has been floated in Denver trade scenarios. Although he is obviously younger and more athletic than Wilson, there is no assurance that he will advance the team. Wilson was benched just as the Broncos were about to secure a postseason berth. Wilson's deal would end if he moved on, but you need to make sure the person you bring in can outperform Wilson in terms of output. Wilson became better than what we saw in his first season with the Broncos in many areas. Compared to his first season in Denver, he had a better QBR and passer rating, as well as more touchdown passes. Wilson attempted fewer passes and completed more passes last year despite passing for fewer yards. Wilson helped the team win 3 more games while he was on the field, even though his numbers weren't particularly impressive. Wilson has a $35.4 million cap hit for the 2024 campaign, and his dead cap amount is $85 million. The Broncos have 2 options. They can continue for one more season and see how things work out, or they can try to find some desperate team or coach that believes they can rehabilitate Wilson's career. It's not like things didn't get better after Payton got here. Wilson, for all his stature, is not Drew Brees. When Payton took the job, he was aware of the circumstances and the people he would be inheriting.